Top 10 shows that had the most behind-the-scenes drama. The drama persisted even after the cameras ceased to operate. Some of the most cherished television programs that adorned our screens were beset by behind-the-scenes disputes that could rival their most intense plotlines. These programs were rife with off-screen turmoil, ranging from scandals and feuds to shocking exits and lawsuits. Have you ever been curious about the true stories that transpired outside of the public eye? Brace yourself, as the drama you missed may soon eclipse the drama you witnessed. Number 10. Charmed. Tensions were already elevated behind the scenes of Charmed before the cameras began rolling. Shannen Doherty had established a reputation on the set of Beverly Hills 90,210 for being difficult to work with before her signing on. In addition, the decade-long friendship between her and Holly Marie Combs left co-star Alyssa Milano feeling like a third wheel, which only served to exacerbate the situation. The three women maintained a cordial demeanor in front of the media. However, the facade was soon exposed when Doherty publicly exited the series during the third season. In the years that followed, Doherty was primarily held accountable for her departure. However, she has since stated that Milano's ego and aspiration to be the top choice on the call sheet were the real reasons. Number 9. Desperate Housewives. Desperate Housewives was an immediate triumph, earning 7 Emmys and 2 Golden Globes for its inaugural season. It was adjudged the best new drama of 2004. A cover story in Vanity Fair shortly thereafter suggested that all was not well on Wisteria Lane, and the cast was featured. Eva Longoria even participated in a comedy on Saturday Night Live that mocked the ordeal, and the network claimed that the story was exaggerated. However, shortly thereafter, genuine concerns emerged. Nicolette Sheridan alleged that showrunner Mark Cherry assaulted her, and he was also accused of fostering a noxious work environment for his female writing staff. Years later, Longoria would contribute to the negative perception of the set by recounting torturous workdays during which she was harassed by an unnamed castmate. Number 8. Lost. Maureen Ryan, a film critic, published a book titled Burn It Down, 13 years after the conclusion of Lost, that addressed the numerous issues that continue to plague Hollywood settings. Harold Perrineau, a recurring character in the Lost series, was interviewed for the book. During the interview, Perrineau addressed the prejudice that exists behind the scenes. He contends that his character, as well as Daniel Day Kim's, were not regarded as relatable as their white counterparts, and their salaries were indicative of this bias. Monica Owusu-Breen, another writer, expressed comparable grievances, asserting that the Lost writers' room was frequently the scene of explicit discriminatory remarks. The writers' room was similarly accused of making sexist remarks, and actor Henry Ian Cusick was sued for sexual harassment. The environment was just as unsafe for women. Number 7. 2.5 Men. The announcement that Charlie Sheen would be entering rehab appeared to be a positive development for the volatile actor. Even 2.5 Men accommodated him by putting the show on hiatus until Sheen was able to return. Nevertheless, this moment would serve as the precursor to the conclusion of Sheen's association with the series. Sheen publicly disparaged showrunner Chuck Lorre in response to an alleged pay dispute, thereby severing any remaining goodwill between the two. The funeral of Sheen's character was unexpectedly unkind, as she was slain off-screen. Lorre ultimately emerged victorious, exploiting the final moments of 2.5 Men to murder Charlie once more, even though anger management allowed Sheen to deliver a meta response. Number 6. Star Trek. Despite the on-set conflicts between William Shatner and nearly everyone else, the influence of Star Trek on contemporary science fiction is undeniable. Nichelle Nichols asserted in her memoir that the actor employed his influence to shorten the lines of others, while James Doohan desired to physically assault him. Leonard Nimoy, who maintained a good-natured sibling rivalry with Shatner, had a disagreement with him shortly before his demise. George Takei is the captain's most vocal critic, and his disdain for the actor has persisted for decades. Behind the scenes, the original series was not the sole Star Trek show that encountered difficulties. The writers of The Next Generation experienced significant headaches and constant turnover as a result of Gene Roddenberry's insistence that the Starfleet personnel never experience internal conflicts. Number 5. Community. In a different timeline, this program would not have been included in this list. Chevy Chase was not involved in that universe. Sony was adamant that Chase be cast in the character of Pierce, even though showrunner Dan Harmon initially considered actors such as Fred Willard, John Cleese, and Patrick Stewart for the role. Chase was reportedly difficult to work with, departing the set early and even declining to perform scenes he found unfunny, despite his status as a recognizable draw for audiences. The actor and Harmon developed a contentious relationship, which ultimately resulted in Harmon's termination. Chase's fate was sealed by his use of an ethnic slur on set, and the subsequent season was notoriously turbulent. Harmon returned to the series for the final 2 seasons, while Chase was replaced. Number 4. Grey's Anatomy. Drama is inevitable when a program has been in production for as long as Grey's Anatomy. However, the revelation that McDreevy was responsible for some of the most significant behind-the-scenes issues of the series was unexpected. Patrick Dempsey was alleged to be a significant hindrance on the set, as he consistently arrived tardy and disrupted production. Isaiah Washington was also terminated from the series after using a homophobic slur against T.R. Knight during an on-set dispute with Dempsey. This compelled Knight to emerge shortly thereafter, a moment that he believed signaled the commencement of the end of his tenure on Grey's. Number 3. Sex and the City. The 4 friends at the center of this program may have regarded each other as platonic soulmates. However, the relationship between the women was significantly more intricate in reality. This is especially true for Kim Cattrall and Sarah Jessica Parker, whose relationship has been the subject of tabloid speculation for decades. Cattrall expressed her dissatisfaction with the pay distribution behind the scenes shortly after the final. Initially, Parker denied any allegations of a dispute, but she supported her castmate. Nevertheless, all pretenses were abandoned when Cattrall publicly rebuked the actress for publicly expressing her condolences following the death of her brother in 2018. According to Cattrall, Parker's intention to create the impression that they were companions was merely to support her nice girl public image. Number 2. The X-Files. This is merely a testament to the talent of the actors who portrayed Dana Scully and Fox Mulder, if you are among the many who regard them as soulmates. Gillian Anderson and David Duchovny had a tense relationship in real life. Anderson disclosed that she experienced numerous breakdowns during the original 9-season run of the series. Occasionally, the 2 actors would even decline to engage in conversation with one another, only communicating when the script required it. Anderson's salary was substantially lower than that of her male co-star, which appeared to be one of the primary grounds of contention. Fortunately, this inequity was rectified for the 2016 revival season, and Anderson and Duchovny appear to have resolved any remaining disputes between them. Number 1. Glee. The actress Lea Michele is the subject of numerous on-set controversies, as the majority of viewers of this program are likely aware. Naya Rivera was frequently vocal about the actress's behavior, and she even provided specific examples of Michele's lack of professionalism in her memoir, Sorry Not Sorry. The star was also accused of bigotry, and there were rumors that she may have been involved in Diana Agron's distressing absence from the tribute episode that followed the death of Corey Monteith. Nevertheless, Michele is not the ensemble member who most tarnishes the show's legacy. Mark Selling was discovered to possess thousands of unlawful images of young people in the years that followed the conclusion of Glee, which retroactively dispelled any positive sentiment that fans had developed toward his on-screen character. In conclusion, genuine drama frequently transpired behind the scenes, even though these programs captivated audiences with their captivating storylines and indelible characters. Off-camera tensions, rivalries, and controversies expose a side of the entertainment industry that is equally intricate and unpredictable as the programs themselves. Each of these series has left an indelible impression on television history, despite, or perhaps because of, these behind-the-scenes challenges. The drama may have concluded, but the narratives of these iconic programs continue to captivate viewers long after the final episode was broadcast. Enjoyed the content? Make sure to give us a thumbs up, share it with your friends, hit that subscribe button, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your support keeps us going.